Okay, hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Ben with IV Therapy Startup. In this video, I'm going to walk through how to set up your Instagram, Facebook Reels into the Facebook Ads Manager. So what you're going to want to do is just go on the left side here, make sure you're under campaigns, and then you're going to want to just create a new campaign, and we're going to select engagement again and hit continue and choose a campaign setup. I'm going to do manual engagement campaign just because I like to have full control of it, and I'll hit continue, let that load, and then I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to name it Reels Ad dash convos slash DMs, and we're gonna call it so that's good. Reels ad convo slash DM, and then scroll down. The only thing you need to worry about here, make sure A/B test is off, Advantage Campaign Budget Plus, make sure those are turned off, and then hit next. Let that load here, and okay, looks like I gotta up my spending limit, or I have a spending limit set, so every $1,000 then it resets. So that was a warning on that. So in here, rename this ad set name, and I'm going to put it ad set number 1. And then I want to messaging apps. I want that set up like that. And we'll scroll down, add type, click to message. That's good. Messaging apps. A lot of people are just going just to the Instagram Messenger because it seems to be a little less glitchy. But I still use both, so I'm going to leave both of these clicked. I don't have my WhatsApp set up, so I'm not going to worry about that. Performance goal, maximize number of conversions. That's perfect. Bid control, leave that alone. And then budget, I'm going to set this at $1 a day. And the start date is good and with no end date, and ignore the rest of it here until you get down to audience controls. Again, I like to have full control of this, so I'm going to put switch to original audience options down here, select use original audience. And for this, so it bumped me back up the page a little bit, so I want to scroll back down, and I want to set my location. So in this case, I'm going to delete United States, since we're not national yet. And I'm going to put in New River, Arizona. It defaults to the 25 miles radius around that. I'm going to change that to 12 in my case. A lot of times I recommend 10. It just depends on your service area and how condensed of an area you live in. So we're on the outskirts of Phoenix, a little bit more rural out here. Age, our typical age for these IVs and McB12 shots and stuff are women, primarily women in their 30 to 45, 50-year-old range. But I'm going to set it at 28, and I'm going to just leave it at 65 plus because my audience size is not super big. So genders, I'm going to change that to women. And my audience size is just under 100,000. So that's good enough. You can see your estimated daily results and conversations here. So that's good. And then I'm going to ignore the demographics, interests, or behaviors in this case. And I'm going to scroll down to placements, and I want to hover over Advantage Plus placements, and I want to edit that. And again, I like full control, so I want to do manual placements. And I'm going to uncheck Messenger and Audience Network. And the only thing that we want is, I actually don't mind these going in the Instagram feed, so I will leave that one checked. But otherwise, stories and reels. So we're not going to do stories. Uncheck those. All we're doing is Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. And I want to uncheck search results and uncheck everything. Just make sure everything else is unchecked. So I should have 1, 2, 3 in-stream ads. There we go. So I want to uncheck these as well, just because they're not going to look good in that format anyways. So now I have 3 of 16 placements. Okay, so that's perfect. And scroll down and hit next. And in here, I want to change the name, and I'm just going to put ad number 1. This is just so if you want to just use all these settings the same and you want to just plug in another reel, all you have to do is come over here on the left side and just hit these 3 dots here and just quickly duplicate it, and it'll just create a whole new set. And all you have to do then is just come in and rename it, and then come through and add new media. But in this case, we want to under ad setup, to create ad default, we want to use an existing post because I already posted this reel on my Instagram page. So then I would scroll down and select the post and look for it under Instagram, under Reels, and see what pops up here. Okay, there we go. That's the post that I want there. I'll hit continue. Okay, so it's telling me Instagram video must be uploaded to Facebook, which it is. Sometimes it says video not ready for use and add. The video is still being processed, so we'll give it a little bit of time here. We'll might have to refresh the page. I already have my text in there that I used, a button, send message is our call to action, and then our template. So if you have templates set up already, you can use an existing. So I have start conversations MIC B12 voucher template. So I actually want to use that one. That way I don't have to create a new template here. And you can see in my video on uploading story ads on kind of how to customize this template. Basically, how I did it is just selected a greeting and basically just gives users a little bit of an option, so you kind of know what they're wanting when they message you. So questions, question one, I'm interested, but I have some more questions before I claim my voucher. I set up an autoresponder. No worries. How can I help you? Question number two is I want a voucher for a $19 MIC B12 injection. What do I do next? And I just set another autoresponder. Please give us a number we can text you at or text us at, and then I included my number. And then sometimes people do hit this message button on accident. So I just put, oops, I clicked this by accident. Please disregard. But even there, sometimes people click it and then they get a little bit cold feet. So then I just set up an autoresponder. No worries. Let us know if you change your mind. You can still claim this voucher by texting or calling us at this number. And then, of course, these are just quick autoresponders. And I always want to go in and respond on my own wherever needed. So you always want to monitor that. Tracking. If you have your pixel set up, you can set those up. This is my website pixel, so it's not really necessary in this case, but I'm going to leave it on there. And I'm going to see if I can refresh the page and see if that changes anything. Okay, there we go. So sometimes, yeah, Facebook just gets a little bit glitchy. Sometimes you just have to be patient, go get something to drink, come back, refresh your page, but it catches up. So that's everything's looking great. So all you need to do now is hit publish. And it'll publish that, and you're all set. Okay. There we go. So sometimes, yeah, Facebook just gets a little bit glitchy.